am trying my best to film an intro, but I don't think it's gonna work because there's so many people outside at this moment. Like, it's not a Sunday night. Actually, there's a holiday tomorrow. Anyways, I am filming today with my master palette by Mario from Anastasia. This is the first palette I've been super excited for. It's a beautiful neutral palette. It has amazing shadows. This will definitely be a staple in anyone's collection. So it comes with a duo brush, which is awesome. While I was using this palette, the colors blend so effortlessly. They're so pigmented. I didn't even have to wet my shadows, and if you watch my videos, you know I always wet my shadows. And for this palette, I didn't have to do it. That's how pigmented it was. I feel like my voice is so deep, but I think it's because I'm getting sick. Hey y'all, it's me, Miley Cyrus. Now let me stop. I always wanted to do that in a video. So I already primed my lid, set it with my face powder, and now I'm going in with that beautiful shade Isabelle, and I'm putting that in my crease, and this is going to be our transition shade. So I'm just building that up in the crease, blending it back and forth with a nice big blendy brush. It's nice and fluffy. So I absolutely love this palette. Mario is one of my favorite makeup artists ever since I discovered him in 2008. I was so excited to see this palette. Everybody knows my obsession with him, besides the fact that he does the Kardashians makeup, which I love as well. He's just really talented, very knowledgeable of his stuff, and he definitely respects the makeup community. So after blending that out, I'm going to go in with Violetta, and I'm going to take a nice tapered blending brush from Morphe. I'm going to focus that on the outer corner and then sweep that in. So I'm going to elongate the outer part of my eye just to make it more of an almond sultry look. So I'm focusing it on the outer part and then just blending it inwards using circular motions. I'm really sorry I didn't get an intro in. I was trying to, but people were so loud outside. That's the perks of living in the city if you want to move in. You know what I mean? So now I am taking this beautiful shade. I couldn't decide between Muse or Kim. So I decided on Muse, and oh my god, I am fucking shook. These shadows are so pigmented. Lord, look at that. I did not have to wet my brush or anything. I just patted on. Yeah, I'm shook. It blends so beautifully and it applies so nicely. Like, these shadows, wow. This is my first time using this palette and I am obsessed. I love it so much. I am not being biased, maybe a little bit, but honestly, this is so well worth your money. So now I'm taking that shade Hollywood and I'm putting it in my brow bone just to highlight that area. Bring some light to it and blends out that crease shadow that I put so it's not too high up on my brow. Now I'm just blending everything out. I'm taking that shade Kim with a small detail brush from Royal Crown. And now I'm tight lining my upper liner. I can't talk today. And I'm just doing that because I'm not putting eyeliner on top, but I am going to apply lashes, so I just want it to blend a little bit more. Now I'm taking my Colourpop eyeliner. I'm going to put the name in the description below because I have so many metallic ones, so I don't remember what's the name. But I applied it to my lower lash line as well. If you're wondering why my face is so white, I did apply Bye Bye Pores powder. I did see somebody on YouTube do that to help with the oily skin and the pores. And I just want to see how that works out for me. So I'm just testing it out now. I'm taking my Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation. I put 2 drops of my Cover FX in G50. And I'm just blending that all out all over my skin. I like to really be detailed with this. I go into the hairline. I try to go around my nose because sometimes I forget those little crevices. That's not cute at all. So you really want to press it into the skin, blend it out, and make sure everything looks nice and seamless. And it gives a nice canvas for your bronzer, blush, and everything else you're going to put on. So that's what I'm doing right now. So now I'm doing my usual highlight and contour. I'm going to start to try to switch this up because it's pretty much the same routine. While I was editing this, I'm like, this is the same thing I do all the time. But I do include it in the video so you guys can see. For some people who haven't watched my videos before and get to see how I apply my face makeup. So I'm putting my LA Girl Natural Concealer. This is my all-time favorite holy grail. And I'm blending that out with my Beauty Blender. So I'm just pressing it to the skin and I'm bringing it out here so my cheekbones look a little bit more lifted. I can also clean up that shadow on the side so it doesn't look too messy. I love this concealer because it does have a little bit of a color corrector in it, so it does brighten up the under eye a lot and it makes the difference. It has good coverage as well, so that's what I love about it. It blends out so smoothly. So you see that I put a lot of product in the inner corner, but I blended it out with the brush. Once I blend it out with the sponge, it just blends so effortlessly. So I really like to blend it towards my nose to give it that structure and just blend everything out, all the crevices, the under eye, so that you don't have any fine lines or any jagged edges. My skin has been acting up a little bit. It's been a little dry, so I've been trying to hydrate it because the weather changed. It's kind of chilly in New York now. So I'm blending out the forehead with the bottom of the Beauty Blender where that foundation was. And now I'm applying my Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm pressing that all under my eye, against my nose, basically wherever I put that concealer and where I want to highlight a little bit. So now I'm taking my bronzer and I am putting that in the hollows of my cheek, blending it upwards. And then I'm going to take that on the hairline area, around my hairline, jawline, the perimeter of my face, just to add some warmth to my skin, add some color to it, make it look like I have a tan since I lost it. So sad. So I was like, let me stop being so pretty with it. This is what I really do. I take my hair back and I really bring it into that hairline. I do not like that look of the actual skin in my bronzer, so I really like to blend it out. I get really into it, almost break my wrist off doing it. Let me stop. Run it down the side of my nose just for a light contour, just for a little bit. Now I'm taking my fiber lashes and I'm just running that a nice light coat on my lashes to prep for my falsies. So I ran out of my lash glue and I was just having to struggle lashes all night. I was trying to fix it, adjust it. They were just not working with me, and I've worn these lashes like 3 times already, so they're already molded to my eye shape. But I was struggling. So if you see that my lashes look like struggle lashes, they are. Hashtag struggle lash. We all have those days. So now I am taking mousse and I'm running it on my lower lash line. I know you couldn't see what I did, but that's basically what I did, and then just connected it to that outer corner. Now I'm dusting off that powder with my Sephora tapered brush. This is actually listed as a contour brush, but I use it for my under eyes. It just fits so nicely. It's very soft and it doesn't lift the product. It just blends it out. So I'm just blending that all out, dusting it off. And now I am spraying some setting spray on my face. And I'm applying a little bit of that Kim shade to the inner corner. So I applied some of that Kim shade to the inner corner, but I didn't like the way it looked. It wasn't bright enough. So I took some of that Fifth Avenue shadow and Marina and I applied that over top, and it gave me the perfect look. It brightened it up much more without it looking too out there. It kept within the color scheme. So now I'm taking Hoola Bronzer from Benefit. That's my favorite bronzer. Everybody knows. So what I like to do sometimes is press it into my cheekbone so it gives that more defined look, and then blends it out. So it doesn't look too harsh on the skin, but it gives that illusion of your cheekbone being nice and structured and sharp and stands out a little bit more. So I'm doing the same thing I did with the bronzer, but I'm going to contour my nose a little bit more. So I'm pressing down on my nose very lightly and then bringing it around the tip and on the side again. I'm not the best at nose contouring. I never claimed to be, so you can follow me if you want, but I'm not the best. Okay, so I'm just dusting some highlighting powder on the tip of my nose and my lips as well. Then I'm packing it onto my cheekbone and then bringing it around my eyebrow because I want to glow from every angle. I'm really going for that luminous finish. And I'm taking my Laura Geller Gilded Honey, my favorite highlighter ever. So I'm just dusting a little bit more on the tops of my forehead. And then I'm taking MAC Peachstock and Hue. This is very throwback Justynaaax, one of my favorite shades. And I didn't use lip liner at first because when I saw a look inspired by Mario, they didn't have lip liner. Well, he didn't use lip liner. And I was like, okay, let me try it. I put it on and then added some highlight to my Cupid's bow. I also didn't put lower lash mascara. I mean, it was cute, but it was like, I can't do it. So I added some liner, added some mascara, and this is the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see anything else. I have a Halloween look coming up very shortly, so get ready for that, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye, guys.